Hey everybody, it's Separation. Just wanted to walk you through a quick fusion I did here before I get this video started, because I actually used this fusion in the boss fight. So yeah, I'm fusing Thor here. It's a really good persona for this upcoming boss, seeing as it nulls electric attacks, which is basically what this boss relies on. So yeah, I highly recommend it. I fused it until I got the skills Meteoram on it, because mostly Meteoram is a really good healing skill and can't really rely on whatchamacallit. Can't really rely on Yukari that much for this, so yeah, went ahead and did that, and yeah, also something you should do, as you'll see here, it's holding something within itself, which is actually what's called a hard item. So basically what you do is you grind it up until it gets to its max level that it can, that learns all its skills, and then you get an item. So I recommend you refuse them until you get them to have that hard item. It only took me 2 attempts. So yeah, it shouldn't take you that long, and its hard item is really good. I'll explain it more when I actually get his hard item. But yeah, definitely try to get fuse Thor and get it so he has a hard item. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to discuss for right now. So enjoy the dialogue I actually did over the gameplay. So yeah, see you guys in a bit. Hey everybody, it's Operation. Welcome back for more Let's Play Persona 3 FES. In the last part, we did some social linking, and before this, you should have saw me fuse this guy, Thor. So, yeah, we got a brand new Persona to show off here, so let's get right into this. This boss is pretty hard, especially considering the teammates I pretty much use. So, yeah, this is probably not going to go well, but what are you going to do, really? So later on in the game, it'll be a lot easier. But yeah, for now, I'm kind of screwed with this party layout. Okay, this boss. This stinking boss. Do not enjoy it.
This is not just a random shadow. It seems to be guarding this area.
How many times have we heard that? But yeah, this is the Judgment Sword. It resists slash, resists strike, resists pierce, resists fire, absorbs electric, blocks light, blocks dark, has the moves Tempest Slash, Seodyne, Maziodyne, Marukaja, and Marukunda. So yeah, it's pretty jerkish, to say the least. You're going, I guess, in Orgamo because she has much better odds of dodging, dodging Zeo attacks when Orgamo mode. And you want Yukari and heal support. Even though it resists strike, you're going to want to go ahead and do this anyway, for 2 reasons. Mostly because it's one of the best things attacks you could do. And why is Ken getting him up? I don't know, but he is. So, whatever, I guess. But yeah, you also can hope for criticals, and that's always nice. Naturally, he attacks Yukari. And then Marukunda, so not exactly good. But what are you gonna do? Hopefully I guess could get some criticals here, that'd be great. Kind of want him to target me because I block Seodyne. Okay, cool. I guess ask and you shall receive. That's bad. So I'm not even gonna really bother to get them up. I just basically brought them because I need to bring somebody. And luckily, again, Aegis is basically beast when in Orgamo mode, so.
It must be eliminated.
Haha, high counter. Take that.
Evasive action.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and heal this turn. Yeah, Thor's pretty awesome of a persona. I actually am gonna end up replacing him later on, but yeah, he's pretty good. Definitely at this point in the game of where we are, he's pretty much by far the best persona you could really have. There's a really good persona you can also make called Thor, not Thor. Thor's obviously what I have. Called Sati, which is a really good fire-based persona, which I'll probably also be making. But yeah, for right now, definitely in a good spot with him. And sadly, I just got screwed over there. But that's okay. Good news is they can't really do much to me. So what I'm actually going to go ahead and do, I guess is pretty useful. So I'm going to Orgia mode for when she gets up. And I'll also use Revival Beat on her. So hopefully they attack me. So yeah, that basically threw that plan out the window. Okay, cool, you attacked me that time at least. Good news is though, when she goes Orgia mode, even though she's oh, I thought it even when she was down, she got back up and doesn't waste her turn. But apparently I'm wrong, so forget about that. I'll go ahead and heal her so she stays up. Again, really helpful when you bring in whatchamacallit. There goes Aegis. Maybe I'm gonna stop getting her up. But it's really helpful when you bring Thor into this fight. If you couldn't already tell. Because he's just wrecking guys. Yeah, my party's getting decimated, but, you know, as long as I'm okay, that's what really matters. Once we take out 2 of them, we're pretty much golden.
Be careful.
That actually really hurt. I'm going to heal myself. Luckily its attack is reverted now, so we should be fine. That's not good. That is though. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and heal myself again. And then next turn, I think I'll be able to kill one of them. And then that'll be good. Because once you get one of these guys, it's almost no trouble. I think I could just go ahead and slash it. Okay, apparently not. But whatever, I didn't really want to waste some health there. Because it can attack with its Tempest Slash attack, and that would have killed me, so. Oh cool. Critical there really helps because now I get our turn. And with this turn, I'll go ahead and get Aegis up again in Orgia mode. And then we have 2 attackers instead of 1, and I freaking got Ken up instead of Aegis. Because I thought it would actually auto-target Aegis, but apparently I'm wrong, so whatever. Because, yeah, Ken's almost no help. So, now let's get up Aegis. I guess I'll just... I don't know if I really want to get up the whole party. Because, I mean, the more people I get up, the more likely it is to hit either Aegis or Yukari. And give itself another turn. But I might actually get him up just for... I think I'll get Yukari up towards the end. I think that'd be a better idea. So she gets the XP, but she's not, you know, a hindrance on the battle. So let's go ahead and Vicious Strike it again. Very nice. And high counter did a good amount of damage to him. So if we don't kill him this turn, we'll probably kill him next turn. So that's always nice. So I'll go ahead and get Yukari up here. Okay, she missed. So that's not good. Let's get Yukari up so she gets some experience. Although if she goes down again, I'm just... Hey, way to go, Ken. Maybe I'm slightly undervaluing Ken. Also, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, because this is my second time finding this boss. I know I mentioned it the first time. I brought Ken along because for some reason Junpei decided not to come along. I really have no idea why, but yeah. The boss is dead. So I'm using Ken for now, and he's actually doing decently, which surprises me. So... basically, I picked Ken because he's the highest leveled party member I have at the moment. So, yeah, we'll be using Ken until I go back to the dorm. Then we'll probably be switching back to Junpei because I find him slightly more helpful. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for this boss. I'm going to go ahead and climb up to the next one and probably grind a bit. So. I will see you guys in just a couple minutes. For you, anyway. So yeah, see you guys in a couple minutes. Hey guys, welcome back for more post commentary. Actually doing another fusion here, but this is actually going to be talked through the actual boss fight. So this should be interesting to see how this goes. So yeah, I'm going ahead and fusing Pazuzu. It's a really good persona, and it's basically the only persona I can recommend for this boss fight, because needless to say, this boss fight is incredibly jerkish, so yeah, definitely want to be really careful with what you use for this boss. So yeah, you can see the personas I used. I'm not going to list them all out, but if you're really curious, you could pause it and, you know, there you go. You'll be able to see them all. So, anyway, yeah, definitely recommend you use him, because this boss is not really susceptible to normal attacks. Like, it'll take some damage and stuff, but it has a ton of health, and it's resistant to almost everything, so yeah, definitely recommend you do that. So, if you, I don't know, I guess feel really lucky or something, you could go ahead and try to use Thor or a persona that attacks like that, but you're not going to have much luck. I tried almost everything, and this is the only way that I can actually do decent damage of him. So, this attack I'm learning right now, Virus Breath, that's the attack you want to use. It does 25% of the enemy's max HP, which is really nice to say the least. So yeah, definitely you're going to want to do that, and yeah. Reason for me talking over this boss fight, doing post commentary instead of, you know, my normal commentary over it. I had to fight this boss for 3 hours, and yeah, that was extremely jerkish, as I'm sure you could imagine. So yeah, I basically got to the point that it was no longer interesting, and I was just so upset that it was just random rants and crap like that. So that was fun. So I decided it'd just be better to do this post-commentary. And plus it flows right from the fusion of the actual persona to the actual battle, so yeah, I think it works out well enough. So, also Fuga time.
Be ready, I sense it's a strong one.
But yeah, this infamous boss is the Stasis Giant. It resists, it blocks slash, resists strike, resists pierce, resists fire, resists wind, blocks light, blocks dark, has moves Double Fangs, Fatal End, Mighty Swings, Zan E, Blade of Fury, Tempest Slash, Deathbound, Gigantic Fist, Power Charge, and Diorama. It'll only use Diorama though if it, you know, criticals somebody, so don't have to worry about that too much. But yeah, every attack pretty much does a good amount of damage. So you're just going to want to go ahead and use Virus Breath and spam it, and hopefully you get lucky and they do stupid attacks like they do in this actual run of the boss. Because otherwise you're pretty much screwed. There's not a whole lot you can do. At least not that I found. So, yeah, I mean, you could, I guess, bring a persona that resists every type of physical attack. In theory, that'd work. I don't know of any that you could get at this level, but if you could somehow do that, I guess that'd work. The only thing is you wouldn't do much damage to them, so the fight would take forever. Is assuming it worked at all. But again, I don't even know any personas like that, so... Well, at this point in the game anyway. So yeah, Ken gets murdered, so that's always fun. And I think right here Yukari gets murdered too. Yep, there she goes. So yeah, now I'm left with just me and Agus. And at this point I'm like, okay, this is just gonna be another failed recording, so I'm gonna go for it. Just hope I get lucky. Luckily Agus raised my defense, because otherwise I probably wouldn't survive what's about to happen right here. So, basically got extremely lucky. I really don't have a better strategy than Virus Breath until it gets somewhat low on health, and then change to Thor, which I think I do right here. So, yeah. Now I think I heal. I want to say I heal right here. Or, oh, yeah, I put I guess in regular mode. I'm basically like, screw it, I'm going for it. Yeah. Oh, I actually use a bead here. Well, I said heal, and that's a form of healing, so I guess technically I was right. Although I was thinking Meteorama instead of using the bead, but maybe using the bead will come back and bite me later. I don't really think so, because I still have all my somas. I don't think I've used any of them, so I think I should be okay. And basically my strategy at this point was I'm gonna try and heal, and hopefully I guess can do some good damage. I got lucky that she missed that last attack, otherwise she would have been down, and I guess I probably would have just used Thor and kept attacking and hoped I got lucky, but other than that, there's not much you could do. The good thing I have about Thor is he has high counter on. He has counter and high counter, which I believe does stack. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it does. So yeah, I'm actually able to counter a good amount of them. But yeah, here I use another bead because I'm like, screw it. I don't care what, you know, how many beads or anything I need to use. I'm just like, I want to be done with this boss fight. I'm tired of being stuck here. And I'm close to getting a really good persona anyway. And after I get a certain persona, the game becomes really, really easy. And there goes August, by the way. So yeah, I'm just basically like, I want to win at any cost, pretty much. It doesn't matter. So, except using somas, because again, I like hanging on to my somas, which as you could see, I just scrolled past it. I have 8 of them, so yeah, I wanted to hang on to those, but other than that, I was like, I don't care. I'll just use anything. Zanny, yeah. Zanny, Double Fangs does like nothing, I guess, and Zanny's by far their weakest attack. So if they do an attack, you want them to do that attack. So as long as it's not a new moon, because the Zanny on new moon does more damage. So if it's new moon, you don't want them to do that. But I'm not fighting them on the new moon, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, whenever it does power charge, get very, 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 very afraid. Because it could do like that and Deathbound, and then your whole party's dead. Again, I looked it up. I looked on several fans sites and whatever of how to beat this boss. I didn't see anyone really have a good strategy. I think this is probably the best strategy. Although most people don't play this game on hard, so it's probably not that bad for them. So again, if you know a better way, then leave a comment or something and tell me how you did it. But yeah, that's basically the best I could come up with. Also, I'm somewhat under-leveled because this boss, this level is 58, and I think I'm like 54, 55, 56, somewhere in there. It probably shows back earlier if you really want to know, but yeah. I don't know, so. I'm under-leveled, but even if I grinded a bit more, it wouldn't have mattered. And Aegis is overheated, so that's always fun. In retrospect, I probably shouldn't have healed here. I probably should have just gone for the attack, but I was scared I'd die, so. And high counter saved me a bit there, which is nice. And high counter saved me in, so. Yeah, I got lucky in this fight. But again, when you've been fighting him for like 3 hours, at some point you're bound to get some luck. I might actually just compile like all the failed attempts, because I have like 2 hours of failed attempts still on my hard drive, which is fun. So I might actually compile those and make it a separate video of all the failure. I didn't save the commentary, but yeah, I might actually. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Maybe if I don't know if you want to see all the failure, I mean I could, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of failure to go around here. And at this point, I'm somewhat like, I was trying to revive Aegis there, and I accidentally got Ken up. So yeah, that was a thing. It actually ends up oh wait, this is not the turn. I get Ken up again, and he actually does end up helping. But yeah, I recorded this a couple days ago, so I remember most of it. But yeah, this time I actually do succeed in getting up Aegis, but she goes right back down because he charged up, I think. So again, there's some bosses in this game that are just ridiculously cheap. So I don't really have a good way of fighting them. Luckily, I guess somehow tanked that. And then I got another high counter there, and that actually killed that one, so that's always kind of nice. again, I got lucky in this fight. I don't really know what else to say than I got lucky. I fought it forever and I actually managed to get a recording where I beat it. So it's a miracle. Also, I guess it's kind of nice I'm doing post-commentary because I have to do a post-commentary when I get to the epilogue of this game. So that I'll actually be able to, you know, get it knocked out in somewhat decent time. And there goes Yukari. So that's fun. But yeah, we still have another boss in this block. I think there's only one more. Don't quote me on that, but I think there's only one more. So that'll be fun, but the next boss is like 1,000 times easier. And right here, I was like, oh crap, I am not going to lose it right here. I'm down to one of these guys. I refuse to lose it. I'm using my last speed. Screw it all. So yeah, and then I use a Tempest Slash, and I almost die again. And I'm like, what the hell? I don't want to die. I've been doing this for 3 hours. I want to move on with my life. Want to enjoy life again. So yeah, got lucky with a high counter there. And I'm basically like, okay, gotta get Aegis up and get her going because I'm by myself. I barely can tread water. So luckily it uses Zanny, which does a somewhat decent amount of damage. But yeah, Aegis tanks it and is able to start fighting. So again, she doesn't do much damage, but anything is better than 0. And I'm like, screw getting at my teammates. I am gonna try and kill them, and I miss. And then it uses double fangs, and I actually counter it, and it does like 18 damage, which is like, why bother? At this point, I'm like, just die already. But yeah, I play it safe and use Meteorama. I'm like, I do not want to go through this again. And then Power Charge, I'm like, oh crap, I may die here. I may die. It may critical me, and it may be game over. So, yeah, I'm like, I'm not taking any chances. I'm using Zeodyne, and that's that. Again, a really cheap boss fight. One of the cheapest in the game. I honestly think this is worse than the table. Many other people disagree with me. I didn't have that much trouble with the table. I never have had that much trouble with the table. But yeah, that is what it is, I guess. So yeah, that's basically that boss fight. But you do get a good reward for it, as you get a Balm of Life, which is nice. Seeing as you can't buy them you can't actually buy them in the stores, so it's kind of nice that they give that to you. But yeah, that's basically that boss fight. It's extremely cheap. I'm glad it's done. I can move on with the game, and we're getting somewhat really close to the end. Keyword is somewhat. So after we get done with this bit of Tartarus, we should be able to just start cranking out the episodes and getting it done. So yeah, I guess that'll pretty much do it. So thank you guys for watching, and come back next time, and we'll fight another boss, or at the if at worst, we'll go back to the dorm, and because we get tired. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Laters.